Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Alternatywę. Moi drodzy, wróciliśmy do swojego domu, bo mieliśmy położyć się spać. Niestety, albo stety, znaleźliśmy notatkę na drzwiach, prawdopodobnie od tej kobiety, która nas śledziła. Tom jest na mnie wściekły, praktycznie wykopał mnie za drzwi, chociaż chyba trochę przesadził. W każdym bądź razie na notatce było napisane, żebyśmy udali się do domu profesora i z nią porozmawiali. W sumie tak naprawdę nie mamy wyjścia, bo Richard powiedział, że przez to, że dostał tą notatkę, nie czuje się śpiący. Jestem ciekaw, kim jest tak naprawdę ta kobieta i czego od nas chce.
Shouldn't have made the effort to come here. No one and nothing seems to be here.
Ogólnie mam ją ustawioną na miniaturkę, mam nadzieję, że nie będzie chciała mnie zabić.
Maybe she's waiting inside.
No, I'm waiting here.
You? Murderer! You killed Petrenko and tried to blame it on me!
Wait a second, I hoped you came to find the truth and not to blame me. Especially since you don't know all the facts.
Maybe I don't know everything, but I know enough.
Really? And who told you? I suppose No Name bamboozled you like all the rest. Damn bastard!
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't give me that. Damn. Sir here wanted to join the resistance and has taken the first bite he came across. Hasn't it crossed your mind that maybe it's all going too smoothly?
It wasn't that smooth, and I still don't know why I'm standing here with a murderer whose murder I was nearly accused of.
Oh, please. No Name knew from the start that you didn't kill Petrenko. He just needed someone to do the dirty work.
So why should he accuse me? That doesn't make sense.
He was probably testing you. You're a perfect victim for him, and you're neither the first nor the last.
What? How so? And who the hell are you preaching to me this way?
Richard, you still don't understand?
How do you know my name?
Richard, I know a lot about you, and our lives are in fact quite similar.
So what am I to do now?
Look, I didn't help you get into Andorra just out of pure goodwill. I admit you did good work, but without my help you would hardly be speaking with me now.
Why should I believe you really did help me? To get into Andorra wasn't easy at all, and I was the one who managed to do it. No one else was there, so prove I have anything to be grateful to you for.
Well, if I pass over the saving of your life in Andorra, do you think you could just walk around Theolex?
Maybe it seemed a little too easy to me, but don't try to tell me it was you who arranged it.
Certainly not me alone, but the Resistance. The real one.
But that can't be.
It can, Richard. Look, you must have a lot of questions, but this is no place for answering them.
Nice place. And I thought my place was ugly.
I don't live here. I'm only sleeping over. I can't stay at one place for too long.
I think you should answer some of my questions now, don't you think?
That's why we're here. Ask.
Well, in fact, there's one question that crossed my mind. You know my name, but I don't know yours.
Andrea Raskova. Pleased to meet you. But you must have other questions, don't you?
Tak, mam mnóstwo pytań. Kim ona jest, skąd mnie zna i dlaczego mnie śledziła? Zapytaj, czemu zabiła Petrenkę.
I don't understand. Why did you murder Petrenko?
I have to apologize for that. Neither me nor the professor wanted you to be blamed for that.
What do you mean, nor the professor? What kind of bullshit is that?
You know, some members of the Resistance have to, whether they like it or not, play on several sides. In the case of the professor, well, it was all the sides. He was helping the Resistance, but had to work for Andorra, Theolex, and even for the state.
But I still don't understand why he had to die because of it.
Look, you surely know that Professor Petrenko established Theolex and was the leading developer of the first android, the type called Michael. That brought him great success and renown, but after the war, Theolex changed. The android started to be used for fighting and oppression, which was something the professor had never wanted. And so the executive board didn't need him anymore. They made him an honorary vice president of the company. He had no executive powers and was moved to the slums. They only let him work on things they themselves weren't able to do, but he was never allowed to direct any full project again, from its design to realization. He could only work on fragments. And so he started helping the Resistance, but only a little, because he didn't want to draw attention, until some engineers from Andorra paid him a visit. They showed him drawings of a strange device and wanted him to help them understand the technology it used. At first he hesitated. After all, it was Andorra. When Andorra wants something, it's usually something big. But eventually he started to study the drawings, mostly because of the resistance. He was sending us progress reports regularly, but he wasn't able to find out much.
Now I don't understand it at all. I wouldn't be surprised if the state murdered him. But why you? He was helping the resistance, wasn't he? What kind of technology was it?
That's a good question. The professor never had the full description, and it's quite possible that Andorra didn't either. He only gave us information about Andorra's probable next steps. For example, that it would start searching for something on the construction sites around Prague. He didn't reveal what it would be, and maybe he didn't even know himself. Until he called me again yesterday afternoon. He absent-mindedly told me that he finally understood the technology. He said it was dangerous, and that it must not get into anybody's hands, and absolutely not into the hands of Andorra. According to him, it was not a weapon, but something much worse.
What worse?
I don't know, and we probably won't ever find out, because the professor wanted it that way. He hoped it was not too late and that he was the only one who knew what he had found out. He told me he must prevent anybody from uncovering the secret, but he wasn't able to do it himself, and so he asked me for help.
You're telling me the professor asked you to kill him?
That's how it was.
What? And I'm to believe... But then again, on the other hand, it makes sense. When I visited the professor for the first time, he seemed somewhat anxious, as if he was waiting for someone.
Yes, he was waiting for me. I saw you and waited until you left, and then I killed the professor. He told me I was in fact helping him to forget. Forever. In short, he was too dangerous. For all of us. If Andorra wished, they could make him tell them everything.
That's for sure. When I returned, police were already there, and they even called a detective. It surprised me, because for other murders, they don't even bother taking the body away.
Yes, it was strange. Even I was surprised. The state itself has probably taken an interest in the technology, and that's no good. Although the professor can no longer tell anybody, I fear he sacrificed himself in vain.
Why? Are there some of his notes or drawings left?
No, but it seems Andorra continues the research anyway. And because even somebody like No Name was angered by Professor's death, it means Andorra really wasn't the only one who wished to get their hands on the technology.
Ogólnie, jeżeli profesor powiedział, że są to tajne informacje i nikt nie może ich wiedzieć, to dlaczego ta dziewczyna od razu mi je przekazała? W ogóle mnie nie zna, tak naprawdę nie wiem, czy możemy sobie zaufać i powiedziała to tak prosto od siebie. Zapytaj, kim jest bezimienny.
Who's No Name, if he isn't with the Resistance?
No Name is one of the best agents of the state. All in all, nobody knows much about him. He came to Prague only recently from somewhere in former Russia. He has the best training. It's said he's trying to destroy the resistance at its roots by murdering selected families. But one time he failed. He's said to be terribly angry because of that single failure. And since then, he's been doing his all to erase the resistance from existence.
So why didn't he kill me?
That's part of his strategy. He saves himself the trouble. Just like the Germans during World War II. They forced Jews in the concentration camps to dig graves not only for themselves, but also for their relatives. No Name has improved the method by making his victims do those things voluntarily and gladly. He finds a poor man at a loss and deludes him, saying he's going to help him. He behaves nicely to him and then persuades him he's doing missions for the resistance. But instead, the victim's working on their own destruction, and in the end, they somehow get a bullet in the head. It's the same story every time.
But he wanted me to find out more about Andorra. In fact, I was searching for information I myself wanted to find.
That suggests even the state doesn't know exactly what Andorra is trying to do. And you happen to fit to its schemes.
No dobra, od samego początku bezimienny mi nie pasował. W jaki sposób był zbyt agresywny w stosunku do nas. Po prostu chciał nas wykorzystać. Zapytaj, gdzie jest prawdziwy ruch oporu.
So where's the real resistance? How can a man like me contact it?
He can't. Either the resistance contacts you, or you're simply out of luck. Most people imagine the resistance as some organization with large secret meetings and legions of members. But that's not true at all. No member of the resistance knows more than 2 or 3 others. That's where our power lies.
But the state often reports defeating large attacks from the resistance. I've seen the places where the fighting took place. There were a number of bodies and remnants of the androids.
Those reports are usually lies. But you're right. There really are some fights from time to time. But that's not the real resistance. Usually, some people form a group, try to play the resistance game, and then go to the dogs.
And what do you do then?
Everyone does some mission or task from time to time, but only a few of us really know what it's all for.
And how do you know someone's not manipulating you, too?
We all hope that's not the case. Moreover, several things we did turned out well already. For example, the shifting of the district borders in order to have a good hospital here in the slums.
That was the work of the resistance? But it was done on the basis of a state's decision, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly. That was how it was supposed to look.
Zapytaj o Endorę rząd i nową technologię.
I'm a little bit confused. I need to clarify it a little. So, Endora has drawings of some device that uses an unknown technology and is very valuable. They asked Petrenko to help them understand it, and he got to the bottom of the technology after some time. He found out it's something dangerous and decided he would rather have himself killed than allow someone to get the technology.
Yes, exactly.
Well, but how does the state fit into all this? What kind of technology could it possibly be that everybody is so interested in?
It's hard to say, but one thing is sure. None of them are going to give up easily. Quietly, everyone in their own way will try to gain it for themselves. The state will use the intelligence service. Endora will invest in research. And Theolex surely won't just sit aside.
Zapytaj o Endorę rząd i nową technologię.
I need to go through it all again. So, Endora has that and decide.
Yes,
Well,
it's hard and
Dziwne, że ta opcja dialogowa nie zniknęła, skoro cały monolog brzmiał tak samo. Zakończ rozmowę.
so I better go now. But actually, what am I to do?
I was already starting to think you wouldn't ask. You don't have much to choose from. Either No Name kills you, or you join us, the real resistance.
That's really not much of a choice.
So, it'll be best if you can return home, get some sleep, and, in the morning, do the task No Name gives you. But you'll bring the documents you find to me, here. After that, you'd better not show up at home anymore. In fact, it would be better if you didn't go anywhere near the gates or to the places where you did something tonight. Someone might recognize you, and that would be a problem. No Name probably won't start looking for you right away. He thinks you trust him. But eventually he will realize you fooled him, and he will want your head.
But he gave me the card. He can use it to trace me up.
Keep it for now, or he could start suspecting you. Tomorrow, I'll give you another.
All right. Well, thank you, I think.
You're welcome. We'll be the ones thanking you if you help us figure out what Endora is planning and what everyone is after.
Wszyscy chcą wiedzieć, co planuje Endora. Bezimienny, ta dziewczyna, Richard. I tak naprawdę, komu mogę zaufać? Ogólnie ta dziewczyna wygląda, jakbym mógł jej zaufać bardziej niż bezimiennemu. Ale tak naprawdę znajdujemy się w takim okresie, że chyba najlepiej działać na własną rękę. Ogólnie mamy też nową lokację. Idź wzdłuż rzeki, rzeka, pojemniki na śmieci.
Stuff full of garbage bins, just like everywhere else. There's nothing interesting inside.
Nie mogę grzebać w śmietniku, przecież to skandal.
I'm not going any further. The staircase doesn't look very solid. This river, I think it's Vltava, has never been too clean. But this, almost no water, and it's full of all kinds of crap.
Dobra, mamy drogowskaz. Tutaj możemy iść na stację. Podejdź pod wejście do domu. Za chwilę sobie zobaczymy, gdzie w ogóle się znajdujemy. Pustostan. Okej, czyli to jest przystanek niedaleko naszego mieszkania. Kilka ulic dalej, po prostu. Ale tak jak mówiła ta dziewczyna, pójdziemy do naszego domu i położymy się spać.
Well, it looks like this is the last time I'm sleeping in this apartment. I should enjoy it. I'm here and ready
Why so unexcited? Bad dreams?
Sort of. Bad dreams. About the dirty tricks of Andorra, the state, and things like that.
You'll get used to it. This is a dangerous world we live in.
Yeah, sure. So what do you want me to do now?
As I said last night, we have to find the rest of the documents the building site manager had. I did some research. It's still in his trailer at the building site. There's not going to be anybody there right now, except for some androids, but you can deal with them.
Fine. I can see you're well informed.
The resistance couldn't exist otherwise.
Of course.
Go. And remember the rule. Don't come back empty-handed.
I've never seen it so empty. I wonder why they're still guarding it. The industrial district is generally a pretty isolated area, and this place looks like nobody should ever come again.
Nie martw się, bezimienny. Jeżeli cokolwiek tutaj znajdziemy, to na pewno tego nie przyniesiemy tobie, tylko tej przeuroczej dziewczynie. Czy przeuroczej? Nie wiem, czy przeuroczej. W każdym bądź razie jest to płeć piękna.
Another pile of junk. At least this time it's in a container. I'm not going there. I don't have the time.
Nie chcesz tam wejść, tak? Jest radiowóz, który, no niestety, został pozbawiony tylnych kółek.
This must be one of the latest models of police car. Somebody really worries about safety here, and the somebody isn't the state. The state police cars have a slightly different color. I can't steal a police car, but I remember when I was a kid, I used them to shortcut batteries. The light bar would set off if there was a discharge close to it. I don't know if it'll still work. Now I realize how dangerous that game was.
My mamy paralizator w ekwipunku. Możemy to wykorzystać, żeby odwrócić uwagę androidów, ale za chwilę spróbujemy to wykonać, bo jeszcze mogę podejść do tego budynku. Typowe blokowisko. Zejdź w dół. Mamy jakieś zarośla.
I don't know what kind of weed this is, but it must be pretty tough. Handy little twigs. Might be useful.
Też zajrzę do naszego PDA, bo mamy nową notatkę. Na szczęście bezimienny nie zauważył, że wiem, kim jest naprawdę. Mimo to było mi trudno zachować spokój. Muszę dostać się do pomieszczenia kierownika budowy, bo inaczej nie zdobędę dokumentacji. Teren budowy jest dobrze strzeżony. Muszę w jakiś sposób odciągnąć uwagę androidów. Ale zobaczcie, tutaj u góry prawdopodobnie lecą jakieś lasery, więc przejście przez płot nie byłoby takie proste.
There are piles of debris like this everywhere around here. Nobody ever worried about cleaning. Sand, debris, some wires. I don't need any of this.
Nic nie potrzebujemy, tak?
The door has been here for a while, but it looks solid. I can't open it without a key.
Potrzebowałbym jakiegoś narzędzia, mam łom.
It's not going to happen.
To nic nie da. Gałązka.
Tiny twig. I don't know what shrub it's from.
Będziemy robić domek dla ptaszków.
Here we go. The key wasn't far.
O,
I almost missed it in the mess. It's sort of rusty and falling apart.
znaleźliśmy kluczyk, który znajdował się pod gruzem.
I'd be surprised if it didn't fit. Just as I thought. It fits. It fits, but I can't turn it. I can't take it out either. I thought this was too easy.
Czyli coś byśmy musieli na tym jeszcze użyć.
Not like that. I'll try to use force. Damn! The key couldn't support my gentle methods.
Klucz jest oporny na twoje metody. Może będę mógł w końcu wziąć gruz i gruzem w to przypierdzielić.
Sand, debris, some wires. I don't need any of this.
Jednak nie. Szczypce.
Waste of time. Not like that.
Nie tak to nie. Być może nie mam jeszcze jakiegoś elementu w ekwipunku, który będę mógł tutaj użyć. Nie chciałem schodzić w dół. Ja chcę teraz podejść do radiowozu i spróbować użyć na nim paralizatora. A dokładnie broni EMP.
It might still work. The EMP gun discharges nicely. If the alarm actually sets off, I'll have to disappear quickly. Hopefully they didn't see me. Now they're gonna be busy up there. I can't go there until they turn the alarm off.
Wszystkie androidy zbierają się w jednym miejscu. Dobra, ja sobie zrobię punkt zapisu taki kontrolny, w razie gdyby coś poszło nie tak.
Can't climb up now.
Nie mogę tam wejść.
The key is broken and stuck in the lock. What can I do about it?
No coś by musiał tutaj wykombinować.
Not like that. I'll try to clean up the lock a bit. Here. The key should budge now. The key budged a little, but I can't move it with my hand.
Nie przekręcisz go ręką, spróbujmy szybcami.
This way the key should unlock the door easily.
Dobra, udało się nam wejść do środka. I widzę, że teraz będziemy mogli wyjść na plac budowy. Ale obstawiam, że żeby to zrobić, po raz kolejny muszę włączyć alarm w samochodzie. Tylko w taki sposób będę mógł odwrócić uwagę androidów.
I can't go back there for a while. The androids are probably hustling around the car now. I'm gonna have to sneak around somehow. He mustn't see me.
No i znajdujemy się po drugiej stronie przyczepy. Ale powiem wam tak, zbyt bardzo ryzykujemy własnym życiem dla jakichś pieprzonych dokumentów, które chcę bezimienny.
The air conditioning is off. It's gonna be hot as hell inside. I can't get inside this way, but it's definitely empty. It won't open.
Nie da się otworzyć okno.
It's not going to happen.
Teoretycznie mógłbym wybić szybę, ale narobiłbym wtedy hałasu. Obejdź przyczepę.
Not so long ago I worked here, and I quite liked it, and now I'm actually sabotaging it. Whatever, I should have realized before. There isn't any real building documentation, just excavations, some old machinery, almost no modern technology. I was stupid not to suspect anything before.
Ale czy coś z tego placu budowy bym mógł zabrać? Jakieś rurki, belki, cokolwiek? Dobra, tutaj jest android. Gdybym spróbował użyć na nim broni, pewnie by ten android mnie zauważył.
I can't paralyze it when there's another one close by.
No właśnie, i teraz moje pytanie brzmi. Czy kiedy ten android pójdzie tam, ja będę mógł tego androida w jakiś sposób tutaj unicestwić? No spróbujemy, w sumie nie mam wyjścia. Tylko po raz kolejny muszę włączyć ten alarm, od którego tak bolą mnie uszy. Jest naprawdę strasznie głośny.
I can't go back there for a while. The androids are probably hustling around the car now.
Dobra, to jest nasza szansa. Mam nadzieję, że się uda. Przynajmniej będziemy mieli jednego androida z głowy.
Good, it's stiff. Now let's get inside quickly.
No i dostaliśmy się do środka. A przed chwileczką, kiedy byliśmy na zewnątrz, to komentował: o, klimatyzacja nie działa, pewnie w środku jest strasznie gorąco. A teraz wszedł sobie po prostu przez te drzwi.
Now I can see how peculiar the ground plan of the building was. This was never supposed to be finished.
Dobra, co my tutaj mamy? Plan budowy, jest stolik, jest regał z jakimiś segregatorami.
half-empty file shelf. I can't see the rest of the documents anywhere. This is the first time I've seen the site manager's table from this side. They cleaned it up here. Nothing interesting and the computer's off.
Nie ma tu nic ciekawego. Są akta.
This is the place where the rest of the documents could be. There's many drawers, but only one labeled Endora. Bingo! Now I need to get out of here.
Teczka z dokumentami.
The file with the Endora documents.
Dobra, musielibyśmy się teraz w jakiś sposób ewakuować. I obstawiam, że uda nam się to zrobić poprzez wyjście przez okno.
There's not much light here, but maybe that's good. The air conditioning is out of order. There's not much light.
Albo i nie.
I can't get outside this way. There are two androids patrolling outside.
W sumie nie dwa, bo tak naprawdę jednego unicestwiliśmy. Czyli muszę wykombinować coś innego. Tu jest teoretycznie kratka wentylacyjna. Teren budowy jest dobrze strzeżony.
It looks like the window is the only way to get out of here. This should open. Ah, there's no handle.
Nie ma rączki, cholera.
I don't know what to do. Waste of time.
Strata czasu.
Bad idea.
Nie ma rączki, może coś tutaj znajdę, co posłuży za rączkę.
They cleaned it up here.
Ale niestety nic już nie jest tutaj klikalnego. Mogę jedynie spojrzeć na stolik. Na stoliku nic tak naprawdę nie ma. Przy tych regałach też nic nie ma. Co by mogło mi posłużyć za rączkę?
The key's from my flat. It's easier to carry with only one key ring.
Klucze? Nie sądzę.
It's not going to happen. Waste of time. There's no handle, but there's a space between the window and the frame. It has the same kind of latch as an ordinary door. Maybe I can pull it in somehow.
Łom?
It's not going to happen. I'll try to lift the latch with my card. Now, let's get out of here, quickly.
No i udało nam się wydostać na zewnątrz. O, automatycznie trafiliśmy pod dom tej kobiety.
So, I'm here. No Name sent me for the remainder of the construction documents. I had to pass by some androids, but it turned out well in the end.
Well, you did that fast. Show me the documents. I have to look through it. Wait here. Now, I must admit, it was interesting reading.
Have you found anything out?
Yeah, I found several interesting things. The construction you worked on was, in fact, just an excavation. Endora's searching for a precious element near Prague.
An element?
Yes, radium. It's one of the most powerful radioactive elements, and its world reserves have been almost exhausted. I found out even more, which is even more interesting. Although radium had only been used marginally before the Great War, with the coming of the first android type, it's become a very precious element. That was because it was used as one of the main components of the logic control units in androids. But it wasn't quite an ideal solution. People who came in close contact with those units, for example, the maintenance personnel, were dying young of cancer or anemia. Because of that, another type of control unit was devised, and the radium mines, almost already exhausted, were shut down. But, according to these documents, one reserve still remains. It's here in Prague, and it has been here for a very long time. Germans hid it here before the end of World War II, when they were trying to attain victory by any means possible. But they had no time to use it. I don't know how Andorra found it, but this was the reason they started the construction, which was never meant to be finished. They needed to get the radium reserve without letting anybody know. And they almost managed to do it. But then you started to stick your nose in it.
Wait. But why would Endora simply mine the radium? It surely has the resources to do that.
Maybe because it would stir yet bigger unrest. You need to mine several tons of uranite or other minerals to obtain a single gram of radium. Endora didn't just mine it out here, they also nicely packed and prepared it for transport.
But what do they want to do with it? You said it's not being used anymore.
That's something I don't know. But it must be related to the new technology that cost the professor his life. We must find out what Endora is trying to do. We need a radium sample and some more information.
And where's the radium now?
In the Endora laboratory in Kolín. It's a town not far east of Prague. You're going on a trip, Richard. Here is your new personal card. Now get moving. I have to inform the Resistance Network. There's gotta be something big behind all this.
All right, I understand. And how do I get to Kolín?
One of our men in a taxi will drive you there. Then he'll wait for you somewhere around there. You'll be back before midnight. Good luck.
Okej, czyli wybieramy się na malutką wycieczkę. Dziwny budynek.
I could use a metal rod like that.
W końcu coś bierzemy ze sterty śmieci.
I don't see how this could have ever worked.
Wydaje mi się, że jest to Skoda. Czeski samochód, ale mogę się mylić.
My good friend Martin used to make scrawls like that when we were young, but he was much better at it. This is strange. This doesn't look like a lab at all. Chipping plaster, rusty metal roof, and a sign that says Child and Adolescent Center. I don't understand what Endora is doing here because the rest of their buildings are palaces.
Dzwonek. Też są jakieś śmieci.
I don't think I'll ever need any of this. Although... This plate is so ugly that I simply must have it. Maybe I'll find some use for it.
A dobra, co my tutaj mamy? Metalowy drut, blachę.
Waste of time.
Strata czasu. Tu też coś leży.
It's locked, but there must be a way to open it.
Tak, po prostu zadzwonimy, ktoś przyjdzie i nam otworzy.
Finally, they sent someone. Tell me your employee number and you can start right away. You are the new janitor, aren't you?
Powiedz, że jesteś. Powiedz, że nie jesteś. Cholera, no. I znowu zagwozdka, od której pewnie będzie zależało moje życie.
Yes, of course I am.
So, the number?
I unfortunately don't have any.
Then we have a problem. I can't let you in without an employee number. Come back when they give you one.
Numer pracownika? Skąd ja mam coś takiego wziąć? Mam kartę osobistą.
I don't care what card I have. Any is better than none.
Karta identyfikacyjna, dzięki niej możesz swobodnie przemieszczać się pomiędzy dzielnicą przemysłową a slumsami. Co mówi moje PDA? Andrea dowiedziała się, dokąd przewieźli rad z placu budowy. Muszę w jakiś sposób dostać się do laboratorium Endory.
I don't see why I should carry such crap, but hey, it may come in handy. I don't know what use this bar can be to me, but...
Muszę się w jakiś sposób dostać do środka.
Rather not.
Raczej nie.
It's not going to happen. There's no point in ringing since I don't know any employee number. The only way over the fence is through that door. I must find a way to open it.
No jest przejście przez drzwi, czemu po prostu nie przeskoczy?
It's locked, but there must be a way to open it.
Szczerze powiedziawszy, to nic nie widzę przy tych drzwiach.
Bad idea.
Kiepski pomysł.
I don't see anything useful here.
Niczego tutaj nie znajdę. Gdybym był Richardem, postawiłbym tu nogę i przeskoczył na drugą stronę. Przecież płot nie jest zbyt wysoki, nie jest w żaden sposób zabezpieczony. Jedynie co je trzyma, to tak naprawdę ten domofon. Karta osobista.
I don't know. It's not going to happen.
Wiecie, będę próbował wszystkiego, bo...
I don't know what to do.
No przycięlibyśmy tutaj te druty i byśmy przeszli.
I don't know what to do. Digital bell at this shack? It somehow doesn't fit here.
Najgorsze jest też to, że ja nie mogę opuścić tego pomieszczenia, czyli chcąc nie chcąc, coś muszę tutaj wykombinować.
This is strange. Chipping plaster. I don't understand what Endora is doing.
Tilex. Wskaźnik zatrudnienia. Dzielnica przemysłowa, obecny stan państwa, wojna, wzmocnienie państwa, rozkwit państwa. Według moich ustaleń kombinacja profesora składa się z kodu dziennego oraz innej 4-cyfrowej liczby. Profesor pewnie wymyślił hasło sam, jak to zwykle bywa w takim przypadku. Według moich ustaleń kombinacja profesora składa się z kodu dziennego, czyli 2013, oraz innej 4-cyfrowej liczby.
There's no point in ringing since I don't know any employee number. The only way over the fence is through that door. I must find a way to open it.
W jaki sposób mam odgadnąć kod?
It's impossible.
Błąd w połączeniu, brak odtwarzacza. Baza danych. Uniwersalny zamek Endory. Ale tą łamigłówkę już sobie rozwiązywaliśmy. Szkoda, że nie mogę też przesuwać tych notatek. Coś na pewno będę mógł tutaj użyć. Może z tych elementów, które już mam w ekwipunku. Nie wiem.
I don't know what to do. Old locked door. The key is on the other side of the lock.
O, znajduje się klucz.
It's locked, but there must be a way to open it.
Musi być jakiś sposób, żeby zdobyć ten klucz. Okej.
I saw somewhere that they pushed the key out and then they pulled it in. Damn, it's stuck. How come they could always do this in the old movies? I'll probably have to be more patient. It's locked.
To nie zadziała. Spróbuję jeszcze raz.
Okay, nothing happened, so let's give it another try. Damn, I'm sick of this.
Może ten pręt jest po prostu za szeroki? Aha, nie mógł tak od razu?
Uh-oh, maybe I overdid it a bit. Well, let's see what I can do.
Czyli po prostu dostaliśmy się do środka metodą po amerykańsku. Karta pracownika.
I will probably need the card inside. Damn, it has a photo and a number, which they'll probably check. The janitor on the photo doesn't resemble me much. I should do something about that.
Powinienem coś z tym zrobić. Czy ja mam gdzieś swoje zdjęcie? Nie mam. Niestety.
It probably won't matter that there's no photo. I just couldn't keep the old one there.
Dobra. Było zdjęcie, nie ma zdjęcia. Jakie to znaczenie? Wejdź do budynku.
This is really shocking! It looks totally different from the outside.
Hey, you, how did you get here?
Well, it was open.
What do you mean, open? Man, come here. Only I'm supposed to be here today, along with a security and a new janitor, so I'd like to know how you fit into this.
Powiedz, że jesteś nowym dozorcą. Powiedz, że powinieneś wyjść.
Well, I'm the new janitor.
Man, you should have told me right away. I hope you won't run away like the previous one. I didn't even know his name.
And why do the janitors quit here so often? Is there something I should be afraid of?
Nothing to be afraid of, I think. But we have a little problem with security. We try not to stick out too much, but then someone damages the fence from time to time and breaks something. It happens quite often, and the last time it was too much for the janitor.
Maybe you should improve your security.
Look, with a single press of a button, I'm able to activate an alarm, summon security personnel, and lock down the whole premises. Our security is more than good. But everything has its glitches.
And that's why I'm here. the new janitor.
Exactly. Give me your employee card.
Sure, here it is.
Well, I don't know who you really are, but this isn't your card. Alarm!
Jesteś trupem, ale możesz kontynuować grę i poprawić swoje błędne decyzje jeszcze raz. Wiecie co, ja sobie zrobię tutaj punkt kontrolny. Za chwilę i tak będę kończył ten odcinek. Czyli teraz moje pytanie brzmi: w jaki sposób musiałbym coś wykombinować, żeby tu było moje zdjęcie? Niestety PDA nie ma możliwości zrobienia zdjęcia. Dobra, podejdę jeszcze raz i powiem, że nie jestem dozorcą.
This is real. It looks
Hey, how did you... what do you mean? Only I'm... So I'd like...
Powiedz, że powinieneś wyjść.
I think I don't fit into this in any way. I should leave.
Wait. We have no public excursions here. Either you show me an Endora card, or give me your personal card, and we'll settle it with the security guard.
But I'm only here by mistake, believe me.
So I'll call the security. All right. Alarm!
Czyli nieważne, czy wybiorę pierwszą opcję, czy drugą, tak czy inaczej, alarm zostaje tutaj ogłoszony. No nic, będziemy musieli wykombinować prawdopodobnie coś, żeby tutaj znajdowało się moje zdjęcie. Ale moi drodzy, tym zajmiemy się w kolejnym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że ten wam się podobał. Dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!